Alright guys, welcome back to yet another one. And this is actually a continuation of a video I did previously, where I went around Lunar Islands and I caught all the horses on the islands and I saw a majority of them, and I saw what good ones I could get. So today what we're doing is I'm continuing on that video. I kept recording after I'd finished that one, waited for stuff to respawn, and now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to catch everything else and see if I can catch more than $2,960 worth of horses. Because we've all heard the whole rumor on Wild Horse Islands that if you catch everything on the island, it will respawn with better stuff. So I'm just going to test that theory today, and we shall see how it goes. Alright. There's a... Oh! That looks like an air ripper, an Ackle-Techie. Is that an Ackle-Techie? Or just a quarter horse? Might just be a quarter. Nope, it's an Ackle-Techie. Oh my goodness. Hello there. You're so cute. Alright, so we're already getting almost better luck. What was here last time? Was that the thoroughbred or was that the quarter horse? I don't remember. I'm an idiot. I don't know. If I don't need to know something, it kind of just falls out of my head the second I don't need to know it anymore. That's how I am with, like, tests and stuff. If I have to take a test in school, it's just like, as soon as I don't need... What is that? Oh, you're so beautiful. Aww. I love the chestnut coat. It's so pretty. I have done like 50 million Clydesdales, and I really don't want any more of them. But I kept getting it because I keep using the chestnut because it's a cheap breeding option. It really cheapens your options if you get a cheap coat on one of the horses. Like, for instance, if I were to have a horse with the bay quarter horse coat, and I were to then use them for breeding to try to get other coats on the Clydesdale, more expensive coats, it would be cheaper. So, pro tip for y'all, which you probably already knew, but that's alright. No one said I had to tell everyone only new information, or I would not even be speaking, because everyone already knows everything. These trees are so pretty. I love them. It's a fjord. I love fjords. A piece of obsidian as well. Should I get it? I think I should. There's a dog barking outside. Hasn't quite gotten to the super annoying stage. And the funny thing is, sometimes our neighbor, because she gets annoyed at it too. It's her. Have I got all chestnuts? I have. Haha. Anyways, it's her dog. And she'll come out and be like, "Yeah, stop that right now." And I'm just like, "Yes, lady. Yes, say it. Please." Because I'm about to lose my marbles with that dog. Which is a horrible thing to say, but... You know those... It's like Chihuahuas, or I think some other small breeds do it, like Maltese and stuff, where they just yap incessantly. Like, we have a dog that yaps if she is... Like, if she's outside and she's come inside, she'll stand by the door and just bark once about every 20 seconds, just to let you know, hey, I need to come in. What is that? Oh, another fjord. Nice. And more obsidian. Anyways, I'll catch the fjord first. And I'm just like, oh, when dogs are super yappy. It's one of those things, I really like dogs, but, oh my goodness, sometimes dogs can be so infuriating. One of our dogs, we have several. One of them, she is, one of my siblings' dogs. Anytime she hears a noise at the door, she runs to the door, barking her head off. She's not like a yapper normally either, but any noise she hears at the door, oh my goodness, she gets set off. Doesn't matter who's at the door. I could come to the door, okay? The only person she doesn't bark as much for is if her owner comes to the door. But otherwise, I come to the door, anyone else comes to the door, she will look at us through the window on the front door, like next to the front door, and then just set off. And it's like, come on, it's me, stop barking. And she's just like, nope, not until I can see you with my own eyes inside this house do I know you belong here. It's kind of funny. She's a good girl, though. She's a good girl. We love her. She is a great dog. My dog, on the other hand, well, she's a lot quieter and much better trained, because the deal was the only way I could get her is if So I got her when I was much younger. She's about 6 now. Or she's going to turn 6. And the deal was I could only get her if I trained her very well, because she's one of those breeds that is known, like, if it's not well trained, it can be aggressive. So she was like, that my parents said, nope, she is not coming here if she is. She better not have an ounce of aggression in her. She better be so well trained. Well, they didn't say that. They were just more like, she needs to be well trained. She needs to respond to commands. And she does. When she was 12 weeks old, we'd only had her for about 4 weeks, I guess, at that point. We got her when she was 8 weeks old, 8 or 9. She knew how to sit on my lap while she would sit next to me while I was eating dinner. And if I said, don't touch my plate, she would not touch my plate whatsoever. If I said, don't touch, she'd be like, all right, and then wouldn't touch it at all. Like, I could just leave her. Don't put my arm in front of her, not anything. I'd just leave her, and she wouldn't touch it. The problem is she's gotten older. She started realizing that sometimes she can get away with things. And I crack down on her. But it's a confusing situation because we have 4 dogs, and she is the alpha. There is no. But every time, whenever we get a new dog, especially if it's, anyway, they try to challenge her sometimes. It never ends out well for them, but sometimes they try. I'm not saying she hurts them, but she is the leader of the pack, and they listen to her. And that's as it should be. You shouldn't have 3 dogs leading the pack. It's kind of like humans. We don't have packs. But we do have, families and groups at work and stuff, and you have to work in a group, and when you do, you have to respond to the leader. And it's the same with packs as far as dogs. She has to listen. Not people, oh my goodness. The dogs have to listen to her. Because she's the alpha, and I don't challenge that. If the other dogs challenge her and she puts them in their place, I encourage her. I support her in that, because if I were to encourage the people who are not the alpha, if I were to encourage, not people, the dogs. If I were to encourage the dogs who weren't the alpha, I would be asking for trouble. That you can't do that, especially with a dog as big as mine and as with such a you don't encourage that. You encourage the natural order of things, which means if one dog is the leader and the alpha, then you support and encourage the alpha. You don't. It's just dog training. I'm absolutely enthralled with dog training. I ran a dog rescue for a little bit, and that was one of the most fun times I've ever had in my life. Also one of the most, a thoroughbred! That was also one of the most work I've ever done in my life. It was so much work. I mean, I had a lot of puppies, I had a few older dogs, and I was a lot younger. I mean, I was very young when I did that. Not 10, but I was a teenager, mid-teens. And I think I had up to maybe 10 dogs at one point, and this was all from my house, so it wasn't it wasn't a question of, I have my own space, I have my own whatever. I was doing this for my house, so thank goodness my parents were very nice and tolerant. But they knew how much I loved animals, and they knew that I was good with them, and I really enjoyed dog training and just dogs in general. So they let me do it, and I'm very happy that they did. It was a big learning experience. I took in a lot of dogs. I rehomed a lot of dogs. It was great. It honestly was. I know this one was here last time, but this time we're actually going to catch it. Oh, the cat. The cat is getting on the table. Sorry. If you hear my voice fade out like this, it's because my cat, or not my cat, the cat keeps jumping on the table, and when she does that, we have to get a water bottle and spray her, because that's the only way she knows that's the only way we can threaten her to get off the table, because she's very independent. She's just yeah, I'm gonna sit here if I want to, and you have to be like, hey, I'm gonna spray you with this, and she's like, actually, I think I'll vacate the table. I think we're gonna have more than before. I really do. Let's see. Yep, I'm thinking we are. We also have more horses than before, but still, 2 fjords. It's almost exactly the same horse there. Well, Yeah, well, the looks are exactly the same. They're a little couple. Aww. Someone I saw had this coat, but on a V2 Clydesdale. Oh my goodness. It was so pretty. Like, it was black mane and tail too, so it was just perfect. Wonderful. Great. I was just looking at it like, oh my goodness, it's such a cute horse. Wow. Oh goody. Now we can go back and sell our stuff. I'm not going to sell minerals or resources. I'm going to use those to catch other horses. So I'm not going to be selling those because I need them, and the obsidian and moonstone I need for the project. But I don't want to sell that. What? Okay, that's less than what we did last time. That undoubtedly, that has got to be because of the, because I didn't catch all the thoroughbreds. Better not get on that table. Sorry, that's the cat. Not y'all. I know y'all aren't going anywhere. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I really did once again, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.